So I'm going to I start reading the transcript. Okay.
Sure.
All right. So hello, my name is Adeel Bhatti and I'm a doctoral student at University of the Cumberlands. As part of my coursework in qualitative research methods, DSRT 850, I'm completing an interview assignment designed to help me practice collecting in-depth experience-based data. I will be capturing the audio video of our conversation using Zoom to listen to it later and create its transcript for analysis. This interview is being conducted solely for learning purposes. It is not part of a formal research study. No one other than myself and Dr. Thone, who is the instructor of my course, will be able to hear the recording or read the transcript. In fact, all information gathered will be discarded at the conclusion of this course. I'm fully committed to your comfort during our time together. In case you are not comfortable answering, you are welcome to skip the question asked altogether. I also want to reassure you that I do not need any identifying information during our discussion. You may avoid names altogether, use titles instead of names, or refer to people using pseudonyms. I will always maintain confidentiality and will not include any personal or identifying details when describing the interview in my class assignment. I appreciate your time again. During this interview, I would like to learn about your experience as a doctoral student, how the journey has unfolded for you, what has shaped your progress, and how various aspects of the program have influenced your development. Any questions you want to ask before I formally begin?
No, no, not as far as
Perfect.
uh, yeah, no.
So before we begin, uh, before we begin discussing your doctoral journey in depth, I would like to start with a few questions about your early experiences in the program to help place our conversation in context. So my first question is, could you please describe what initially motivated you to pursue your doctoral degree and how those motivations have shaped your journey so far?
Well, it's been, in the family that one of my father was a doctor, so I had this admission from a child to achieve at some point a doctoral I mean to do a PhD. But since I joined Ford and worked for 5 years in electric vehicle, I started to get fascinated with the new technology that Ford is employing in their day-to-day kind of application. So one of those was an AI-driven data processing um, tools was employed in extracting data from the vehicles, and I started to get fascinated. And since we are using a lot of data in our work, I was um, uh, excited to explore a lot about data and how data should be managed and how it should be used in terms of improving the business and all those things. And really, that's what it drives me to push myself to this doctoral program. And obviously. I am a huge fan of the research and development part of the company, so I want to, enforce myself um, to participate in research and development. So that this all combined, pushed me into, enrolling into this doctoral program.
Perfect, perfect. So, what were some of the uh, most memorable moments, either positive or challenging, along the way in your program so far? Anything that
Mm,
stands out?
stands out. I think it's probably. It's going to be, I think, time management in terms of balancing life with family and at the same time balancing time with work and then at the same time and then adding this mini doctoral program into my bucket. Uh, three of them managing time, family, and all the works that we get from school was very difficult. I find it very exciting to join, but at the same time, finding time was very difficult for me. So that was the most challenging part of the starting this course. for me.
Yeah. So, when did you start your PhD?
I started in March, 3rd March of this year, 2025.
So this is your second or third semester.
This will be my 3rd semester.
All right, perfect.
Mhm.
How would you describe the way your experience has evolved until now, from when you started?
Um, I have learned a couple of courses regarding on data management, data governance, enterprise risk management, and AI itself as an introduction, and all the machine learning stuff. So my perspective was, data was used only for, learning certain behaviors you know, of um, whatever specific um, task or whatever it is. So my uh, uh, learning has helped me actually to really understand how data can be used to um, benefit of the business, how it should be governed, in terms of safeguarding of data and all those things. And it kind of boosted my, confidence in how, data should be really um, used in our daily application. So I have learned AI and all AI related kind of machine learning models. Yeah, and how data is being used to train those models and these things. So I took this to my workplace, and I'm testing a little bit of POCs and all those, learnings that I have done in at school, and try to create something new. So it helped me actually kind of to be a little bit creative and confident, and more insightful about like the subject that I care.
Sure, sure. All right. So, my second question is, can you describe how you initially felt entering your doctoral program, particularly in terms of whether you felt included, supported, or uncertain during your early transition? You can answer briefly.
Yes, I was supported. I mean, from the day that I have enrolled, I was from the DSO, starting from DSO, going to the student, success support. I think it's Jose. All of them have been supported in terms of, day-to-day course support from the instructors. It was really helpful in terms of like, when you get an honest feedback from the instructors, that helps you to, progress a little bit forward in terms of, improving your skills of learning, skills of writing, skills of understanding, all those things. Um, do get improved day by day. So I benefit from these feedbacks, um, honest, but to push myself a little bit forward and understand and think critically. That's what I kind of improved from my side, I think, from this course.
All right. So, how did those initial impression influence the way you approach your first months in the program?
Sorry, can you repeat the question again? Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Repeat the question. Sorry, I didn't hear
Yeah,
what
I'm
the
sorry.
question was.
Yeah. So, how did those initial impressions influence the way you approach your first months in the program?
First month on the program.
I'm sorry.
First month. Did you say first month on the program?
Yeah, yeah. Your initial time during when you started, the way people were supporting you, or you were facing challenges, or when you felt that you were included or not. How did it
It
influence the
it
way
did
you approach
help.
your first
I
month?
think one thing that it helped me a lot was kind of I was going through um, um, a lot of pressure in terms of, as I said, it's just you become excited when you're not in the course, but when you start, the course itself, the workload and all those things, you get overwhelmed very quickly. So, um, speaking to fellow, colleagues, and my classmates, engaging in conversation, in discussion, all those things it kind of shows you that you're not alone in this course, in this challenge or journey. So it gives you some sort of relief, and it does help you kind of to um, balance your work life and balance of this. I mean, and manage your time really well. That's what I got from this. I mean, from people around me in the first month.
Perfect, perfect. So now I'm gonna uh, and start the second phase of this interview.
Okay.
Uh, as we move into this part of the interview, the second part, I'd like to talk with you in more depth about your experiences as a doctoral student and the factors that have influenced your journey so far. And before I started asking you questions, so because you were very kind enough to answer the initial two questions in a lot of details, and I think you have the question that I will be asking you in this question, in this section. I think you have probably covered a lot of those areas already in response to my first two questions. So when I asked those questions that you have already answered, so you can just quickly go through them, or you don't have to go into more details in this section of the interview. All right.
Oh yeah.
So my first question in this section is, can you describe an experience during your doctoral program when you had to adjust to new expectations, such as academic rigor, collaborative learning, or independent research, and how that experience shaped your development as a doctoral student?
I think I did explain that. I think it's I suppose I felt like mixed excitement and uncertainty, but over time, supportive classmates and all those responsibility helped me kind of to feel more grounded and confident. I think that's what I can say.
Okay. And what specific changes, if you would like to mention them, did you notice in your role or responsibilities during that transition?
Yeah, I think I would say the biggest adjustment was adapting to academic rigor. So learning how to manage long research assignments, kind of thing. Those assignments that we get every day, and also I think yeah, working independently. That was one of those things that pushed me to become more disciplined and or organized at what I do.
How did that adjustment influence your confidence or approach to your doctoral work moving forward?
How what was the question? Sorry, Con?
How did that adjustment influence your confidence or approach to your doctoral work moving forward?
Um, Definitely knowing that what I know right now and all the experiences and learnings that I am doing, I think definitely it's going to help a lot in terms of executing my research to the highest level.
All right. So my next question is, can you describe a time during your doctoral studies when support from faculty, such as mentoring, feedback, or guidance, significantly influence your ability to persist or progress?
Uh, I think I would say actually when I was taking enterprise business management, I think the professor was, as I said, giving me a really rigorous feedback and, following up with my discussions and comments and the responses on all those things that helped me actually to, improve my research writing skills. So that's something that I improved, I guess.
I got you. What did the faculty member do or say that made this support meaningful for you?
It is the guidance of like where to find the information, the rules and regulations, and how should research should be conducted. All those methods of researching, and the deep understanding of each course and its application and how it should be, implemented, and getting exercises and practices all every week that corresponds with your work is it was really helpful.
How did this interaction change the way you approach your coursework or research afterwards?
It did change a lot from the days I started, and now I'm on the third semester. I see my work. It does change, as I said, the way you gather information, the way you process information, the way you write, communicate your information that you obtain from different sources. That changed drastically, and you start to become a professional at what you do.
All right. All right. Can you share an experience during your doctoral program when interactions with peers, faculty, or the broader institutional culture, such as competition, comparison, sexism, or racial dynamics, significantly shaped how you saw yourself as a doctoral student?
Yeah, I think it's the I will mention again that the colleagues and the peers that I have within the class, or I would say classmates, the diversity of uh, the diversity of intellect, and the diversity of knowledge that you get from having doctoral students within the same course that have faced a different challenge, and you learn from each other. Um, that's something that I take um, high value kind of thing. I that shaped in terms of as I mentioned, people will help you um, to overcome certain challenges that they have already faced, and they give you easy solutions on how to deal with those things, and you do the same thing to them. So it's just the cooperation and the challenge, and the solutions that you get from your peers is really valuable.
How did that specific interaction affect your sense of belonging or identity within your program?
Mm, it really didn't. It's just I think helps to um, understand myself a little bit more, um, uh, in terms of what needs to be improved, what needs to be kept, kind of those things. But yeah, that's what I think.
And what thoughts or emotion did this experience bring up for you at the time?
What was it, the question? Sorry.
What thoughts or emotions did this experience bring up for you at the time? All those interactions that you were describing.
Relief, I think. Yeah, relief.
Okay, you
Uh,
were relieved.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. The next question is, can you describe a time during your doctoral program when you had to rely on perseverance, flexibility, or a growth mindset to overcome a significant challenge or setback?
Yeah, I think it's all to do with time management, honestly. Um, I was terrible at managing time at the beginning of the course because of the, workload that I have in different places, like work life. I mean, with family and work, and at the same time with education. So I'm able to manage my time very well. So that's a bonus for me.
What strategies or actions helped you push through that challenge?
In terms of what strategies have you employed in terms of managing my um, time?
I would say time management.
Yeah, time management.
Yeah.
The strategies are. dedicating time, certain time, certain place. So, okay, so it's just it's allocating the time, adjusting certain things that were taking time. So discounting some of the hobbies that I had. Um, so it's just finding those little times and putting them together, and then um, um, really be very um, conscious of the time, uh, and then allocating time every day for each task helped a lot as well.
Yeah, that's the right thing to do. How did overcoming that situation influence your resilience going forward in the program?
It did. So I'm not deterred of any new work right now. If the workload increases from now on, I think I have ability to kind of, um, tweak a little bit my time management. It's easy. So I wouldn't be, so, um, or being challenged in terms of, whatever the workload increases.
Yeah. All right. Next question. Can you describe a moment during your doctoral program when uh, the interactions with peers or faculty, such as cohort involvement, synchronous meetings, or advisor relationships, significantly affected your ability to stay engaged or feel supported?
Yeah, I think it's the feedback from one specific professor that kind of helped a lot. So yeah, um, pretty much helped a lot in that sense.
What was it about that interaction or relationship that made it supportive or unsupportive?
It's just been invested in my work. The professor was invested in my work. Honest feedback, following up with weaknesses and directing or signposting into where to get informations, help improvement, and all those things really contributed um, mm, to help.
And how did this experience shape your ongoing engagement with your cohort or faculty?
Um, it has a positive effect. It has a positive effect. So it does improve my writing skills. It does improve my communication skills with the team, and it increased my confidence level as well. So
And my next question would be, can you share a moment in your doctoral journey when you questioned your abilities or felt like an imposter, and how this experience affected your stress, motivation, or overall well-being? So before you answer, let me. Uh, I'm sure you're already aware of imposter syndrome. So it is a situation when you doubt yourself. You're undertaking something difficult and you start doubting yourself. You start doubting your abilities or your capabilities.
yeah, I think I vividly remember this actually during my first big research assignment. I felt like an imposter. But as I said, talking to peers and breaking down and work into small pieces and working step by step kind of thing, reduced my excitement, exercise, I mean, stress, and that's what it kept me moving.
Okay. So what triggered those feelings for you at that moment? Any
Uh,
particular?
Yeah, well, it's just not working in research a lot of the time. It was more of technical work that I had, and been out for a couple of years out of school. You need this rhythm of researching a lot, and I haven't done that for quite some time. So when you get a big assignment, then obviously this is the first encounter, so you get this feeling of imposter. Would I get it or not, sort of thing.
So how did you go about handling them as the time went by? And what is the current situation?
So my current situation is I'm confident. I don't feel as such as imposter right now, and going through this all research and having done this so many times, um, it does improve my researching and researching skills.
How much time we have? How much time we have left?
I think it says about 6 minutes.
6 minutes. Okay.
Mhm.
So my next question is how have your interaction within your academic community, such as cohort relationships, peer networks, or research groups, shaped your engagement and sense of belonging in that doctoral program?
So you have to repeat the question, sorry.
How have your interactions within your academic community, such as cohort relationships, peer networks, or research groups, shaped your engagement and sense of belonging in the doctoral program?
Yeah, as I said, I think I was more confident. That's more of like the residency itself, the the presentation and researching and communicating all those things helped us actually to help me to be confident. That's
All right. So can you share any specific interaction or experience with peers that made you feel more connected or disconnected from the program? Any example you would like to share? Any particular?
connected is always the residencies that we did, but a particular which I would probably say uh, the last assignment that I had for the last residency that I had for big data technology was a research that was very engaging. All students were involved, and it has presentation, visualization, data processing, and all those things. So it was very interesting to me. So I think I get connected with all the students at that session.
In what ways have these relationships influenced how you participate in coursework, research, or other academic activities?
Um,
In the context of your interaction or experience so far with the peers.
Yeah, it did help, and got a confidence to create a POC at work and be able to present my POC to my people leaders. So it gave me another perspective of how data be used, presented, and processed and pre-processed and all those things. So
All right. So this will be my last question in this section. Can you describe how the emotional demands of your doctoral program, such as stress, pressure, or feelings of uncertainty, have influenced your motivation or ability to stay on track?
it does affect you, and it did affect me at some point. So it's just it's family load is a lot compared to work. Work is 9 to 5, and then family is unexpected situations happen, and then those things can take a toll on you. So yeah, but it was difficult to balance family and education at the same time.
Right. So how do you usually navigate or cope with these feelings when they arise during your doctoral work?
It's more of an ad hoc. Whenever they happen, it's just trying to find a solution at that time. So there's no specific way, but there is always a way.
All right. Perfect. All right. So now we are in the closing section of this interview. So I'm going to ask you two more questions and some follow-up question if they are required. Uh, as we begin wrapping up our conversation, I would like to shift our focus toward how your doctoral experiences may influence your future path. And my question is, looking ahead, how do you see the personal responsibility, values, or sense of purpose you have developed during your doctoral studies, shaping your long-term goals of future academic and professional path?
It will definitely change it. And for me, I think I will definitely participate in the research and design department where I work right now. So I am shifting my career towards data processing and moving into the team that handles all the data and processes and all and does AI to improve future designs and research for the specific for the electric vehicles.
All right. I think you already answered, but let me state my question like this. So, how do you imagine applying that? How do you imagine applying what you have learned academically or personally after completing the program?
Yeah, it's the same. So I would apply it in the massive data that is collected on in terms of creating models, AI, applying AI, AI models, and improving the pretty much any area that needs improvement through gathering data and processing it.
I think we are left with 1 minute, so you want
Hmm.
to stop here? I'm left with one more question.
Okay, yeah, I can stop
You
here.
can end this one
Yeah,
and send me the other invite. So,
sure.
uh,
Okay, let me stop.